welcome back to my channel. So every single week there's at least like 5 to 10 small stories that I don't end up covering just because I don't have the time to, and they're just small stories that aren't enough to make a whole video over, and I keep saying, oh, I'll do this tomorrow, and I just put it off. So now I want to talk about what has happened the past week that I haven't covered, starting off with Eric. So one user on Reddit revealed that they were just scrolling on Facebook and they saw that Eric had been arrested. So they are from Georgia and they clicked on it and they saw that Eric was arrested on November 22nd, and he was arrested for littering. Like, out of all the things you can be arrested for, I didn't even know they were arresting people for littering nowadays. But you know what? They need to make an example out of someone every now and then. And I think they're doing that with Eric here. Because you should not be out here throwing trash in the public. That's just a trashy thing to do, especially when you're a grown-ass man. And now I want to talk about Taylor. So, as I reported about a week or so ago, Taylor decided she was going to start an OF. And she revealed that in 1 week of starting it, she's now in the top 28% of all creators. So she was bragging about this on her Facebook and saying, look, the same people who said I wasn't going to make a dime, look at me now I'm in the top 28%. On her first day, someone asked her how much she had made, and she said so far $300. And then someone else was like, you're too pretty for that, but I guess when you have to do what you have to do, but still got a lot more going for you and your baby. And Taylor says, I don't plan on it being a forever thing. I'm just trying to get my money up until I get something else figured out. And I think she's just doing it for right now because Chance up and cheated on her and left her, and she was depending on him to take care of all the bills, and she was telling people, well, tell Chance to pay some bills, but I mean, they're not together anymore, so technically he's not responsible to pay any bills, but she can get child support out of the man if she wanted to. This, ladies, is why you need to stay independent and always have your own bread and not just put all your trust in somebody like Taylor did, because she was literally relying on him to take care of her and her whole family, and she quit her job and had a baby with him, and she's just at home all day taking care of the house. And then when he ups and leaves her, now she don't know what to do. And the new season starts tonight, and every single episode that her and Chance are on, she's going to be making $2,000 for every episode minimum. And usually when they bring them back for multiple seasons, it can be as high as $2,500 or $3,000 an episode. So after today, she should be in a more comfortable position where she starts having money coming in to where she can take care of her and the family. So Chance, he's been off hanging out with his 22-year-old girlfriend and putting up Christmas trees with her. And someone pointed out in a Facebook group that they saw in her comment, she just made like a new Facebook profile, I don't know why, and someone was like, please write Randy, and she's like, I don't even have an address right now. I've been trying and it's rough on me right now. Then this Trish girl says, he keeps asking about your mom, Milner, and then she responds, she says, tell him I've been in and out of hotels. I'm trying to find a place to live, and whenever I don't have that, me and my dogs are sleeping in the truck. So on Instagram, Chance has been trying to portray, oh, I'm doing so good, I just got me my own house, and he said I'm getting together a room for Mason to come over. But here she is on Facebook telling a whole different story. So I got curious and I decided to look into her criminal history. And right now she's dealing with a judgment from a property damage case that was put on her back in April for a place she was staying at that she destroyed. And she also has a few charges for refusing breathalyzers. She has some traffic tickets. And I do know from what she's posted herself on her Facebook that she has a history of drug and alcohol issues. So now I want to talk about Haley. So Haley revealed on her Instagram about a week ago that she's pregnant with twins. She has no idea if they're going to be identical twins yet, but she said they're going to do some testing and she should know shortly. And a lot of people were wondering if Dalton was the dad. And Dalton was arrested 1 month before the ultrasound shows that the baby was conceived. So there's no way that Dalton could be the father. But she's acting like the guy that she's with now is the baby daddy. So after she found out she was expecting not one but two babies, Haley was stressed to say the least. But having twins on the way isn't the only thing that's been stressing Haley out, because Haley is getting kicked out of the place that she's staying, and she has up to 60 days to either move her house or sell her house. So the property that owns the land that she's living on, as I reported in a video about a week ago, one of her neighbors ended up reaching out to me and saying that Haley was a neighbor from hell. She's always having disturbances and fighting and physical altercations going on inside and outside of her house, where the police are constantly being called. She's always letting her dogs run wild. And after I talked to the neighbor and made this video about a week ago, so after I made my last video, literally 2 days after that, this same week, the cops were called to Haley's place again because her and her boyfriend were fighting. And finally, the property managers where she's staying got sick and tired of it and was like, you know what? You need to get out. You have 60 days to get out. And the neighbor told me they saw this for sale sign in front of her house today. So the neighbor told me they heard that Haley has to be moved out by the middle of January. So she has about a month and a half to either move her place or find someone else to buy it. So I'm sure that has to be super stressful, being pregnant, losing your place. But man, they gotta get it together, because that is not a good environment to bring two children into when you're literally getting the cops called every single week because you guys are fighting so bad. Especially with the fact that they haven't even been together that long. They've only been together for a few months and they're already fighting like this. Now I want to talk about Chelsea and Mikey. So one thing I learned that I didn't know before is that Mikey actually has a son too. And I'm really curious why we don't really see him try to see his son, or like what his relationship with his son is. But anyways, I was watching Gio Malik's channel and he was showing a TikTok live for Mikey. And Mikey went live the other day and he was pissed off at Chelsea. So he admitted that him and Chelsea are still together. He's out in Kentucky living with her. But he told Chelsea, like, look, babe, I want to go live on TikTok. And she got an attitude with him. And he's like, man, why are you so pissed off? Because you go live all the time from work whenever you want, and I don't press you about it. So she like pretty much flipped out on him. So he had to go outside to go live with his daughter. So Mikey straight told his live right in front of his daughter. He's like, you know what? I'm getting sick of this crap and I'm about done with it. He said, you know how many women are in my DMs? If only you guys saw my DMs right now. There's so many pretty women in my DMs and she's pushing me to the edge where I'm about to just say screw it and be done with all this. And it's like, man, if you were admitting this on live to everybody, then I can tell that he's seriously been contemplating this for a while. And obviously it has to be pretty bad for him to be getting to that point. I like them together. I think they make sense together. They have similar pasts. But at the same time, she is always giving this man such a hard time and having these big outbursts all the time. Chelsea has a lot of baggage, but Mikey has a lot of baggage too. But you gotta pick a struggle. You can't have a lot of baggage and constantly blow up over every little thing. You gotta pick a struggle. And I feel like if she keeps doing that, she's gonna push him to the arms of another woman. And so do you guys remember Skylar, who was with Nathan in the last season of Love After Lockup? Well, this is what she looks like now. She looks so skinny. Some people are thinking maybe she's on Ozempic, maybe she's on drugs, but that kind of weight loss does not look healthy. Her and Nathan are still going strong together. And another person that we haven't heard about in a minute is Lindsay's ex, Scott. And he actually celebrated Thanksgiving in Mexico with a much younger girl. So he was kissing all over this girl, drinking and partying, you know, putting his lip all up on this girl's lip. And we haven't really heard much from Scott in a hot minute since he got his teeth done in Mexico. So I just wanted to share that update with you guys. And also, I have an update on Nicole. So, about a week ago, I got a notification to my phone that Nicole was released from jail. So, she's a free woman once again. I ended up reaching out to Deontay a few days after she was released, and I asked him if he's heard from her by now. And at the time, he had not heard from her yet. So Deontay thought him and Nicole were exclusive when she went to jail, but she kept hitting him up for money. And one time she called him and he was busy door dashing at the time, and she asked him for money. He's like, look, I'm busy right now. I got my GPS and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going, and I'm on the phone with you. So Nicole ended up asking him for money, and he's like, you know what, I ain't got it. And Nicole, she's not used to being told by Deontay. She's used to getting whatever she wants, so she didn't know how to handle that. And so she ended up hanging up the phone, and she ended up writing Deontay and telling him that she was done with him because there's plenty of other men out there who do anything for her and support her and not say no to her. So I'm pretty sure she's going to be running back to Deontay soon as she needs a ride somewhere or needs somebody to smoke her up. And you guys remember Josh? He was with Courtney, who was the CEO at the prison he was at, and she lost her job over dating him. She was the one who wore the pickle suit when she went to go pick him up from prison. So I was going through the Google reviews of the show Love After Lockup, because I didn't know they had Google ratings and reviews on the show. And when I was doing that, I came across a review from Josh, and this was put 3 weeks ago, and it says the show is fake and they tell you what to say. Over half the shows are scripted and rehearsed. This ain't reality when they teach you what to say. Very much fake. I was on it and it's fake. I wanted to show you guys what Christiana's new boyfriend looks like. I don't know how long she's been with him, but they made their relationship Facebook official once she got out of prison. And you can tell she definitely has a type. I was wanting to talk about Sheree and Blueface's mom, but this happened after the last episode, and I can't find the receipt now. So basically, it's on site, posted on their Instagram page about Sheree getting bit by Anthony and then kicking him to the curb. And Blueface's mom, Carlissa, she ended up commenting on that post, and she's like, you know, she should not be in a grown man's phone. She needs to take that energy and put it into the gym. So Sheree got offended. So Sheree clapped back at Blueface's mom. I can't remember everything she said, but part of it, she was like, you know what, I was taught to respect my elders, so I'm not going to say what I really want to say about you, but you know that was messed up for you to say after everything I've been through. And Blueface's mom responded, and she's like, you're getting all offended, acting like I'm calling you fat because I told you get in the gym. And I'm not sitting here trying to be hateful. I'm just trying to motivate and inspire you so you can go out and go to the gym so that can help you heal from what you went through with Anthony. But that's definitely not the way Blueface's mom was making it sound at first. But I would not be pressed about anything that Blueface's mom said if I was in Sheree's shoes. Because we gotta remember, that lady is a professional clout chaser. And that's the same lady who said she was gonna start an OF as Blueface's birthday present on his birthday. I'm like, what is wrong with this lady? But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for watching.